Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome to today's webinar, all about how to PhotoDay with Richmond. You guys give me a shout out and let me know you can see me, you can hear me. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff today. I'm gonna show you the ins and outs of PhotoDay, just as far as setting up a job, what our interface looks like, how to get all the way to the finish line. I'll go through the 3 gallery types as well, so you can see those and how you can use them in different types of volume photography. And then of course, as I go along, if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to shout out at me in the chat here. If you have questions about Richmond products or anything like that. Oh, hey, Steve. Hey, Mike. Hey, Michael. Hey, Tom. Hey, Janine. Oh, hey, guys. So thanks for giving me the shout out. Little housekeeping here. If I freeze or if my screen freezes, it's probably because of a low signal. So you'll just want to hit the refresh. There's a little refresh button at the top to reconnect, and it should just continue. Oh, hey, Dave. Dave's here from Richmond too. So if there's any questions regarding the PhotoDay Richmond integration or products available, he will be here to help answer those questions as well. So awesome, awesome. I'm glad to see you guys all here. This should be a fun webinar, and hopefully I will get through as much information as possible. Now, we have a lot of features, and there's a lot of different parts, moving pieces within PhotoDay in the different galleries. So I may not get to everything in 60 minutes. If you guys are interested and you're hooked and you want to stick on, I am more than willing to stick on and keep going through things for you guys, because this is a great resource to have to go back and watch too, which is the reason why we're doing it. Everyone's trying to figure out online right now what's the best way to do things. And I really wanted to show off some of our key features and how PhotoDay is different than other solutions out there. Not only are we workflow, we are commerce, we are from start to finish, and we integrated very nicely with Richmond Pro Lab and their wonderful product lineup and all their graphics. So it's working quite seamlessly right now. So we just wanted to show that off to you guys. So thanks for listening to me today. So I guess what I'm gonna do here is shut off, oh, hey, Bruce, I'm gonna shut off my video. Oh, one more housekeeping thing before I forget is when I'm talking, I don't see, like if you type me a question or something, I won't see it for like 10 full seconds. So if it sounds like I'm ignoring you, I'm really not. It just doesn't pop up, so I can't see it for 10 seconds after you type it. There's like a little delay back and forth. So don't think that I'm ignoring you, and I will circle back to it. And I'm gonna go somewhat fast to keep you guys engaged, but I won't go too fast. But you'll get a replay video at the end of all of this, and you'll be able to scrub back and forth as well. So hopefully you will find today very, very helpful. I'm excited. So, okay. So what I'm gonna do first is turn my video off. You still will be able to hear me. And then I'm gonna turn my screen share on, because we are gonna go right in. This is no fluffy stuff here. This is all about the functionality of PhotoDay, our studio panel, and what we have going on. So when you sign into the dash, this is what you see. Now, I'm gonna start off with saying that my dashboard, my personal dashboard for test, isn't so exciting because I don't have a whole lot of sales in here. I'm not a real studio doing real events. But what I did want to show you, hold on, let me turn that off again and turn this back on. I'm going to share my entire screen here, and let's see if I can make this work. Hold on 1 second, guys. I wanted to show you what a real dashboard looked like. Here we go. Should have tested this first, but you know. But I have to do it anonymously. I can't give away whose dashboard is this. So let me just share my entire screen really quick so you can see it. Let me know if you guys can see that. Can you see that dashboard that I have up on my screen right now? But that is what a real PhotoDay dashboard looks like, with all the sales today, sales this week, sales this month, the total number of orders. It's showing you that lifetime average order value as well. As you're bringing in sales to PhotoDay, it shows your jobs in chronological order, your incoming orders that you can just click on and track, and I'll show you how that looks. But it's a really cool tool to have when you're like managing everything. And I know that our users get really excited when they see those sales coming in live. So I wanted to show that to you guys. Let me turn that off. What your dashboard could look like as you're putting jobs in the PhotoDay. But it's a really cool, like, incentivize yourself, like, to keep pushing, keep selling, keep doing better, and just keeping track of your live orders as they come in. So that's pretty cool. So I just wanted to show that to you. So I hope you get excited like I do when I see that kind of stuff. So, all right, back to my dashboard. So my boring dashboard here that I'm going to demo in. I don't have any jobs created here yet, but I wanted to start off in the beginning here. We did a little bit of an overview, 2 weeks ago now on the original, like, Go Beyond with PhotoDay in Richmond webinar that we did, but we didn't get too much into detail here, and that's what we're going to do today. So all about the ins and outs of what's going on here in your dashboard. So when you're signing up for PhotoDay, we're going to collect some information. It's going to collect your address, your studio address, your name, just basic stuff, things like that. That's going to populate over here into the studio information. And that is important down here, your physical studio address, because that's where we're going to assume your nexus is, so we can collect the appropriate sales tax for you based on your orders, since they are all direct shipping to home. And we're going to figure out, according to that delivery destination postal code, after we verify the customer's address, what is the appropriate tax rate that we need to be collecting for them, so you guys can then remit that tax to Uncle Sam. So we're figuring the tax out a little bit differently. If you're using e-commerce today, we're one of the only solutions out there that does it this way today, which is the correct way to do it. And we are collecting that tax based on their delivery destination zip code, postal code, based on the products they sell. So they might not have, you might be in an area where there's tax on shipping, where there's no tax on shipping, tax on digital products, no tax on digital products. We figure all of that out for you. We just need your address right here to start doing it. Now, if you want us to collect tax in other states that you might sell in and do business in and remit tax in, it's very simple. You come over here to the taxes section and you add additional states here. For the zip code, you can just put a zip code in there in that state and it'll figure it out accordingly. It doesn't have to be an exact zip code. This is just if you have an office location within that state. So just make sure you guys set that up, especially if you're operating in multiple states, so we can then collect and remit that tax for you. How the payment works in PhotoDay. Everything is processed through our partner, our payment partner, which is Stripe. Stripe is how everyone gets paid here. We don't collect or put any kind of payment information from you on file. Everything is directly dispersed when your customer makes a transaction with PhotoDay. So when your customer makes their purchase, we disperse to all parties, including Richmond. We have our PD commission fee, and everyone gets paid. And of course, there's a payment processing Stripe fee attached to that, which is the 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. You will be happy to hear with that transaction fee that your customers are able to check out together. So if they have multiple kids in the same gallery, whether it's private, whether it's a group or public gallery, they'll be able to only place one order. So you're just paying that 30 cents one time, not per order. So just wanted to make that clear because I get that question all the time. Also, let's jump over here to our logo and watermark section. So there's a couple things going on with PhotoDay here. The logo here that you upload here, I uploaded our PhotoDay logo. This will be your studio logo that you put right here. This will appear on any marketing flyers that you create for the jobs that you enter in PhotoDay. It'll also appear on the advance pay gift cards. So we sell what we call our answer to prepay in PhotoDay is advance pay. We didn't think committing parents to a specific package prior to them seeing the image would make sense in a world where we're trying to incentivize them to buy all of their images. So what we came up with in PhotoDay, it's unique to us, is a system called Advance Pay, and it allows you to still collect the prepayment, but those people can apply a credit towards whatever in your storefront. And Advance Pay is very versatile, and I'll show you that today as well. But your logo will go on the little gift cards that you sell in the store. It looks really cool. Okay, and then over here under the watermark, we have a default one here. This says purchase this photo to remove watermark. Now, if your customer is using the PhotoDay app, we have a native app that they can shop in, and that is basically both for Android and iOS, so Apple or a Samsung, whatever you guys are using, and whatever your parents are using, they can download the PhotoDay app, and we do have that little banner that goes across when they visit the gallery for the first time. If they want to have an app experience, they can do that. Screenshots are completely blocked in the app. The tech exists. We're able to do that for them. So they cannot screenshot if they are in the app. It'll just return like a white screen. Said, nope, can't do that. If they're shopping on the mobile web or on the desktop web, there's still ways around it. They can still take screenshots. So I highly recommend having a watermark here, maybe not so intrusive that you deter them away from purchasing photos. You still want them to be able to see the expression and everything like that. So don't make it too obtrusive, but maybe make it say something like, we have this default purchase this photo to remove watermark. We do have a lot of tricks up our sleeves for preventing screenshots, and that goes into your marketing strategy and your product offerings. We just did a webinar yesterday called Selling Downloads, and there's a tactic in there that we like to say and that a lot of studios are using successfully to push social sharing downloads in the packages, and that prevents screenshots altogether. So that's really cool. I suggest you guys circle back and watch that webinar from yesterday if you haven't done that yet. It's real short, it's like 30 minutes. Okay. The location of the watermark here, and opacity and scale. Won't spend any more time on that. So over here in the users section here, let me remove that user here. So this is where you can do two things here. So in PhotoDay, we have what's called the Capture app. The Capture app is also Android or iOS friendly. Doesn't matter whether you have a phone or a tablet or an iPad. You can download the PhotoDay Capture app, and that is our secret sauce. That's what replaces barcodes, QR codes, and shooting tethered for private galleries. The app works offline, and it will sync when you're online again, so you don't have to worry about having no signal wherever you're doing picture day. And then you can invite users right here to get access to that Capture app. So if you have, you have 5 photo stations and you need 5 different studios or 5 different photographers using Capture simultaneously, you can invite them here through the email on that device, and it'll prompt them to create a password, download the Capture app and create a password that they log in. Once you do that, you will be able to give them different permissions on that app or on PhotoDay. So if you have a large studio and you have multiple people working in your business and you don't want them to see certain things, you'll be able to do that. And I can show you what that looks like. Let me type in an email, and I want to show you here. I'm going to invite myself here, and now I can open up that permissions window, and I can take that user and their login that's been created. They have access to Capture. They can log into the studio panel here if I swap this one on, and then I can give them different abilities here to manage different things within the PhotoDay panel. So that's really good if you've got somebody production working on your stuff, but you don't want them to see your numbers and things like that, or manage your Stripe account. You can turn all those things on and off and allow and still have multiple users within PhotoDay, whether it's Capture or in the studio panel. So I wanted to show you guys that. All right, if you don't have customer emails, can schools send a link for you? Karen, that is a good question. And yes, that is possible. Give me 1 second, guys, because I got something open here that's interfering with my, oh, I thought I muted this, but it's not. Okay, no, never mind about that. Hopefully you can't hear my computer ticking in the background whenever I get a notification. So Karen, I'll show you that. Yes, the school can definitely send a link for you, and we're gonna get into that magic here when I set up the job in a minute. So I'm gonna go back out to my home screen. We gotta try to make this look as simple as possible for you guys. There's a lot of things going on, but hopefully it's not so complicated once you dive in. One of the things we know about selling online, we've been doing this, we launched about 2 years ago, and so we've got 2 years of knowledge now on successfully transitioning volume online, and what are the tools and what are the things you guys need. We know the 2 most important things are going to be images and communication. People need to see great images to convert the sale online, and they need to know where to find these images, right? And then we need the constant reminders that go out to get them back to the cart to complete their purchase. Because while they are on their mobile devices, which most of us live on today, it is full of distraction. So PhotoDay, we decided to use text marketing. Text marketing continuously brings them back to the gallery and helps you out with that communication. I'll show you how that works here, and we can all do a live demo together. We also know images are important. So what we have here is PhotoDay Academy. It's right in your dashboard. There's courses here that you can take. within the Academy here. There's all of our webinars that we've done in the past. If you wanted to peek in, all this stuff is here for you guys to watch and use and learn whenever you have time to go sit and do this. So that's all available to you to help you get better at selling online, and tips and tricks for, you know, creating great images. It's all living right there in PhotoDay Academy within your dashboard. So we'll get to the good stuff now. So we have a couple things up here. We have the store. It's another way to set up Stripe. We're always constantly reminding you guys to set up and connect your Stripe account. If you forget to connect Stripe and you start selling, when orders start coming in, that's totally okay. They just sit there until you connect the Stripe account, and then we're going to be like, hey man, you're selling all this stuff online, you forgot to connect your Stripe account. As soon as you do that, we'll transfer the money over to you. You guys get paid instantly. So as soon as Stripe is processing, you get paid through your Stripe account, and then you set up the payment frequency from Stripe to your bank account. Now, for reconciling, this is a common support question. For reconciling, this is what I suggest, or this is what we suggest. Make sure you reconcile. You can reconcile from your PhotoDay reports, which are up here, that's going to contain all your order sales. I'll just show you what this looks like if I back it up here. So I want to show you what this looks like. So you can reconcile from here to your Stripe account, right? And these are going to be detailed reports. They have all kinds of information. It'll tell you what taxes were collected, what your fees were, all that good stuff. Here in the reports, you can query date range and you can query by job. And then you're going to want to reconcile PhotoDay to your Stripe account, and then Stripe account to your bank account. Your bank account will not match your PhotoDay account, and that is because Stripe has different payment frequencies when it's depositing into your bank account. So make sure you're going to do PhotoDay to Stripe, and then Stripe to your bank account. So just wanted to say that. That'll help you out a lot. A lot of frustration in the long run once you start getting into it. Just wanted to point that out. So we have here in our store, we have a couple different things going on. We have advanced pay, we have price sheets, and we have offers. So we'll talk a little bit about each one of these as I go through and set up a job. I just wanted to show you what's here in the storefront, but we also have a really cool job dash that walks you through all this stuff when you set up your first job. We also have what we call is promos. Promos is kind of like a second sale. So once you have jobs in here and people are opted in and they text the access code, and you got mobile numbers on file and permission to market to them, you can set up some automated promos according to PhotoDay's holiday promo schedule, throw some jobs in there, and it'll reach out to your customers for second sale. It's really cool as you build a customer base, and it's just like a crock pot. You set it and forget it, and the sales roll in when the promos go out. So that's all that's in here. And I'm going to go into organizations just to show you what this looks like really fast. This is where all your contacts go. So, you know, we look at this hierarchy like this. So if you have a high school, and in that high school, you're doing different types of sports, you're doing fall picture day, you're doing proms, the high school itself is going to be the main hierarchy, right? They're going to be the top level, you know, main contact. Within there, you might have different contacts in that organization for different things that you can add for different roles. So this is just allowing you to link their email and their contact information. Yeah, Karen, question. I do different MMA schools. Can I set up to work it by the individual school versus all the schools of that type? Yes, Karen, you can totally do that with PhotoDay. Each school can be its own job. The top level organization could be MMA. Each contact at each school could go in here, and then you can just link that appropriate job to the appropriate contact. And I'll show you where that pulls through eventually when we go to set up a job. So our next thing over here is making our first job. So I'm going to go in here and do that for you guys. We have a space where you can upload a logo. Where this goes right now, let me just grab a logo for you. I'm going to do a little league first. Where this appears right now today, today's version of PhotoDay, is going to be in the gallery, in the customer gallery. So when they visit the gallery and they go to tap their job, they'll see the cool logo there, and it carries all the way through. Eventually, this is going to have really cool function. It'll go on products that allow for a logo and things like that automatically for you. It's just not there quite yet, but we are working towards that feature. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. This one, I'm just going to name it Little League because I am so creative right now. I'm going to categorize. You have different categories here. This is just basically like a little CRM. You can categorize your jobs. Doesn't really serve another purpose as of today, but eventually we envision this showing you your average order value for the different types of events you're doing with PhotoDay. And yes, Karen, this logo right here, this is for your job logo. That's not for the your studio logo. When we backed up where I told you under the settings over here, under My Studio is where your studio logo goes. So I'm gonna link this just to an organization I already have set up, so I don't have to enter it again. I'm gonna set my picture day date. This is gonna help things appear in chronological order on your dashboard. And then you can put in your estimated number of people that you're photographing. This time zone, this is really important. Pay attention to this because this is going to allow us to send the text messages out according to the time zone. So if you're out on the West Coast and you leave it on East Coast, we might be texting people early in the morning, like 8 a.m. So make sure you set your time zone where that job is, where you are, so those people get text at the right time in the right time zone, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and create this job. And now we're in our job dashboard. This is gonna walk us through the 4 things we need to do to get up and sell. So over here under gallery access, there's 3 different types of galleries. This is probably the most complicated part of PhotoDay you guys are gonna have to figure out, is choosing which gallery you're gonna use for which event. So we added little suggestions down here for you. Private gallery, this is for use in schools where you want to lock down the gallery so each person can only see their photos and nobody else's. This is what works very nicely along with our PhotoDay Capture app. However, if you don't want to use PhotoDay Capture, there's an alternate method that you can use to create private galleries as well, or if you want to keep with your existing platform using barcodes or whatever, we do have a way to import that data if you just wanted to use PhotoDay as a commerce solution and not so much as a workflow solution. So I wanted to throw that out there right away. But Capture's super easy, and I think after I show you guys, you definitely would really like it. The group gallery is great for when you're doing like teams or leagues where it's more public in a public setting, and it's not so much on lockdown. And there's just one code that they have to type in to get into the gallery for everybody to get into the gallery. And then public gallery, this function is the same as the group gallery. There's still one code that they text the number to get the link and all that fun stuff. However, they don't have to enter it again to get into the gallery. There's a direct URL that takes them right into the gallery, no friction whatsoever. So that's great for events. You know, any kind of events where there's a lot of adults there, like, you know, balls or anything like that. Like even with graduations and the older kids, you know, they're 18 and out of the house. Like sometimes you can get away for just a public gallery on them, or college things like that. You can use the public gallery for. Now, I'm just gonna be bold here. I'm gonna show you a group gallery first, and then we're gonna circle back to PhotoDay Capture so I can get through this one a little faster. Once you select the gallery type, it's going to give you a gallery link. This gallery link is unique to that gallery. You can still direct your customers to this front-facing link, galleries.photoday.io. That's what I have pulled up here on my screen. And then obviously they can enter in a gallery here. This is the customer view, so you can see it. And they can get right into their gallery with that appropriate code, whether it's public, private, or group in that aspect. This unique link we've had big plans for a while. So you'll be seeing some things in the future where we'll be using that unique link more for some, that's as much as I can tell you. Rainer's gonna kill me if I tell you anymore. So, okay, access and opt-in code here. There's gonna be a default one when you first select your gallery, but this is the one you're gonna wanna change. So, because you can get fancy with this. So this one, I'm gonna put baseball, baseball 20. Baseball 20, I don't know if that one's gonna be used or not, but this access code is unique. It's gonna be unique to our short code. The PhotoDay short code is 90738. That is the phone number that your customer will text to connect to the gallery, to learn all the things about Picture Day and to see their pictures. Once you get them to text that code, you are solid. The communication has been built, and we can release the marketing campaign to convert those views to sales based on the status of your gallery. So this is going to be really important. You want to make a code that's easy to remember. or maybe unique to your studio. You can use your studio name as an acronym and put, do a coding system. This is all these codes are unique to our short code 90738. So always make your code first and secure it before you tell people about it. Because if you get to this part and you've already connected a bunch of people to a gallery and another studio is using it, guess what? They connected all to the wrong gallery. So make sure you put your code here and you claim that code before you advertise it. And this one might even be used. See, access code has already been taken because I probably did that at some point. Let's see if baseball 2020 is taken. All right, I'm gonna make it really long. Baseball 2020 demo. All right, cool. So we got a demo here for the baseball 2020. Sorry guys, it's work at home and my dog's barking, so I'm sorry in advance if you guys hear that. All right, cool. So that's gonna be my opt-in code here, baseball 2020. It's gonna say my gallery is in the group access level. Just a little quick here in the job settings, you can edit it at any time. What I wanna bring up here is that once you set up your gallery, once you save it, once this code is done, you can't switch to another gallery type. And that's because there's a lot of sophisticated marketing, text marketing that goes with each one of these gallery types. So you can't like swap it back and forth. So make sure once you set it, it's the one you're gonna do. You can't change it over, you'll have to start all over again. And we can't move numbers from one gallery to the other. So make sure you're connecting and setting up that gallery right from the get-go. So, all right, I'm gonna come back out to my job dashboard so I can show you guys in order. All right, next step, I'm gonna set up my storefront. So it's immediately gonna bring me right into the advanced pay credits. And you can sell credits as early as you want, even up to and on picture day and even after picture day. Advanced pay sales, the prepay aspect of PhotoDay, is actually a mode in your gallery here. So right now my gallery's in draft. That means if you text, let me show you guys here. Oops, I'm go back to settings, dashboard. If you text baseball 2020 demo to 90738 right now, while the gallery's in draft, you're gonna get a return message that says, we'll notify you, when your pictures are ready or something like that. It'll say you're opted in to receive notifications from the gallery. Can't remember what it says exactly. But that's what'll happen if that is advertised while a gallery is in draft. Now, if you want when they text in the code to start the sales process, we're gonna put the gallery in advanced pay. And I highly recommend that, especially in the volume world, especially in the world right now. You guys want to be qualifying your buyers. I can't say that enough, especially in an online environment. You don't wanna do a whole lot of work and a whole lot of editing for somebody who's never intended to buy photos to begin with, especially with social distancing and drawing out your picture days. So advanced pay is a really great way to qualify your buyer. And there's no right or wrong way to do advanced pay. Everyone's figuring out based on the type of events that they have going on. So over here, I'm gonna create a credit sheet so I can attach it to that gallery. This is gonna be my baseball credit sheet. And I can sell up to 4 gift cards. For simplicity, I always recommend, especially with youth sports, just to do 1, especially if you're kind of mocking a prepay environment. Note that these do not link whatsoever to products or packages in your cart. These are gift cards. Gift cards they can be applied towards anything in the store once it goes on sale. So you can do as little or as much as you want to get the skin in the game. So let's just say it's $10 advanced pay credit to have your photo taken. And that's what I'm gonna require. That way I've qualified my buyer. I know people are serious. So, and you can put a little message here and say must be purchased to have photo taken. Now, this can be used for all different things. So in the dance world, we have people that use this that, are doing like a per costume fee. We have people that do mini sessions and they do this for their mini session fee. Senior sessions, like you can do this, you can use it in so many different ways. So I just wanted to like kind of give you guys some ideas on advanced pay. We have a whole webinar all about advanced pay in our webinar section too, that'll give you lots of tips on that. So in this credit sheet, I'm just gonna put 1 credit on here and that's it. And then I'm gonna come over here, since I'm in a separate window and we are web-based, I gotta hit this little refresh button so it appears up here. And then I'll attach my credit sheet. Now, I can incentivize this credit. So this is where I get into how versatile PhotoDay can be. We are a tool. You guys can use this in all different ways. We're going to suggest to you what's working, what we see, but I'm sure there's more creative and crazy ways to do things that we have not yet thought about that you guys are going to think about. So this advanced pay offer is here for that. It makes the system more versatile. That means when somebody texts that code to 90738, and while the gallery's in advance pay, we can say, hey, if you buy a credit, you get free shipping. Or if you buy a credit, you'll get $10 off your purchase of X or more. This is where we can kind of dangle that carrot and reward people for purchasing an advance pay credit. So I'm going to go and do that so I can show you guys a sample of what that looks like. And I'm going to do a free shipping because everyone loves free shipping. I always suggest free shipping as an offer on advance pay as the only way for them to get free shipping. And then you can do discounts later down the line and promos and things like that. So this one's going to be for my baseball gallery. And the offer code is going to be ship free 10. I'll just do that. And then the minimum purchase amount for them to be able to redeem this, I'm just going to say it's $35. That's usually my order average. I'm just going to put that in there for baseball. I'm not going to expire my expiration. I'm going to give them as long as they want because I'm attaching this to an advance pay credit. So I know they're going to convert the sale eventually because they put that skin in the game. The max redemptions here, that is how many times an offer code can be used. So if you wanted to do kind of like an incentive for the first 20 people that make a purchase, get this, and after those 20 people use up that coupon, it's gone. You can do something like that by putting like 20 here in the max redemptions, and it just makes them hurry up and buy before everyone else uses that promo code. So just another way that PhotoDay can be flexible here. So I'm going to create this offer, and now I'm going to go back to my job dashboard, refresh my list, and attach that offer to my gallery. This is where I can flip on the toggle to require the customer to add the name of the person being photographed when they purchase and check out their advance pay credit. Once they buy an advance pay credit, you will have a verified mobile number, email address, and the name of the person that you are photographing in your storefront. You can export that list at any time. There's a CSV export in there in your job gallery insights, and I'll show you guys what that looks like too. And then if you wanted them to be able to preview your packages and your price sheet at the time when they're shopping and deciding on an advance pay credit, you can toggle this on. But I haven't attached a price sheet yet, so it won't let me toggle that on yet. But I just wanted to show that to you guys. So at this point, you could then switch your gallery to advance pay and you're ready to go on sale. You don't even have to, if you got something coming up quick and you need to get this done, but you're 1 foot already out the door, you're done. You set up your first job. All you got to do at this point is creating a create a flyer and get people texting in and making those advanced pay credits. Wondering how to link Richmond products and customizations. Karen, we are about to get into that right now. So my next step was setting up a price sheet. So I'm going to show you guys that right now. So over here in the storefront, I'm going to go ahead and work on my product offering now. So product offerings, that's your price sheet. You can have multiple price sheets, but you can only attach 1 price sheet per job. So hopefully that makes sense. I got no price sheets in here right now. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new price sheet. So it's going to bring me in here to create a price sheet. And I'm going to go in here and add my new price sheet. Oh, first I'm going to select Richmond. And then I'm going to call this one my baseball 2020 price sheet. And then I'm going to select just kind of a default markup. I'm going to mark everything up on this price sheet, 100% of the lab costs that I add to it. Just gives me a starting point, especially with the ancillary items, to make sure I got margin in my products. And then of course you can adjust your price as you go, and I'll show you how that works. Once I'm in here to create my price sheet, I'm basically in Richmond's backyard. I'm accessing all their products. I access their shipping rates here, what's available to them here. We got different lab cost levels according to what they're shipping. Your customer will have the ability to expedite shipping so they can get their orders faster. So if you see one of your customers pay 19 bucks for shipping, you know they expedited it and they paid for that. Shipping is paid directly to Richmond unless you decide to give it away for free. Now, if you give it away for free, this shipping amount only economy. So only the lowest tiered shipping amount is deducted from your profit in your total transaction, because now you're fronting the shipping, the customer is not paying for it. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you guys have questions on how free shipping works and how shipping works. So over here under packages, I'm going to start in packages because I feel like this is probably one of the most time consuming parts of figuring out what my packages should look like online, how I should be arranging them, all that good stuff. So over here, package name, please do not do this. Please do not do package A, because that just looks weird in the consumer facing gallery, and there's no reason we need an alphanumeric coding system anymore in an online environment. We're past that. We're not on paper forms, guys. So don't do package A. Over here, you want to use something more descriptive, like this is a large family package. They got a big family. This is the package they're going to want to look at because it's going to have a lot of stuff in it. Under here, under package description, you don't have to list what actually is in the package because we're going to do that for you automatically. Instead, you use this package description to talk about savings. So you can be like, you know, save 20% by ordering this package. And then you can say something like, get a free social sharing download. Here's some more ideas. Mix and match your poses. I think Bruce, I was just talking to you about this. Don't forget to order your team photo, because you are getting to talk to your customers one-on-one in this environment. So you want to make sure you say what you got to say here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next on this. And now I'm going to be able to add different things to my package. Now, Richmond has things divided up very nicely in here for you so you can have access and easily find a wide variety of their products. For the packages in an online environment, I recommend keeping it simple, basically down to flat items or prints or combinations of prints and downloads. You can throw like a magnet or something in there too, especially if that's what your customers are used to. But keep them simple. You know, that's going to be, and less is more here. You guys have a couple big packages, a couple medium size, maybe like 1 or 2 economy size, and maybe some download only packs. And just, I wouldn't get too crazy. You can put unlimited packages here. I don't even think we have a limit now that I'm thinking about it, but you know, they're going to be scrolling for days if there's too many packages to look at. Because they also have the option to buy a la carte too, alongside of this, and keep adding to their order. So I'm just going to go over here and kind of make a basic, not specialty. I want graphic Leicester prints, and I want to add a horizontal memory make to my package. And then I'm going to go over here to Leicester prints, and I want to add an 8x10 and a couple of 5x7s. And when I'm doing this, you'll notice that I'm putting them on a separate line item, but you also have the ability to do this. Now, each separate line item, they'll be able to pull out and swap a different pose, right? But if you didn't want them to have different poses on each 5x7, then you would just, you know, increase the quantity here and make it a pack of 4 5x7s of the same pose, where you can do like 2 packs of 2 5x7s here, and then maybe a pack of 4x6s here. And then of course, if you wanted to throw in your free social sharing download, and then I don't know, maybe you want like a cool looking magnet or something in here too. Where's that? Oh, that's not here. That's specialty items. Where's the magnet at? Oh, a magnet, 5x7 magnet. That's good. Make 2 magnets, why not? So as I'm adding things to my price sheet here, it's calculating my base cost. So the base cost is what all these products are going to cost you. And then obviously my markup was set to 100%. So it's marking it up 100% to find my retail. So obviously I'm not going to sell that for only 100% markup. So if I go ahead and put my package amount, maybe I want it $55.99, I can see my markup here. So we're trying to help you guys when you're setting up your packages to make sure that you know exactly what these items are costing you from the lab, and then you're able to mark it up appropriately for your profit here. Carlos, to answer your questions, yes, they are a little bit different in PhotoDay. There are no minimum orders, and these all are color corrected from PhotoDay to Richmond. So I think it's following a different price schedule than just their bulk volume schedule. And Dave can chime in on that too. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and then show that package right here. Now, I don't have to do this all over again. If I want, I can just click this little button here and duplicate the package. Just duplicates everything in that package, so I don't have to like keep writing this description over and over again. And then I can just click the name here and then just rename this package small family package. So creative. I have a whole post over here. If you guys click this, it helps you with inspiration on creating packages. So you can always check that out too. So this package, I don't have a free social download in, so I'm not doing that in this package. And then I'm just going to get rid of some things like here. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of the magnet and download. Maybe I'm going to add some wallets in here. Here we go. And then I'm going to price this package here and then save and done. So creating packages really is that easy. That's all you have to do. And then obviously, if you wanted to do some sort of a download package, you can do that as well. So you can add, you know, like a 4 download pack, and then you can put like save $5 a download by ordering this package. And then you can add downloads here. 4 high-res downloads. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can like price that however you want. 119, 120. That sounds good. Sounds good for 4 downloads. What do you guys think? So, all right, cool. So packages, the sky's the limit. You can mix downloads and prints. You can do whatever you want there. But like I said, less is more. I always suggest that. And of course, make sure you read our article on creating packages in an online world, or join our users group, our Facebook users group, and ask for suggestions. So a lot of people like to share things in there. A lot of our users do. That's super helpful. You guys can also join that Facebook users group. It's called PhotoDay Users. If you're on Facebook, I highly recommend it. All right, cool. So we're gonna do a la carte section. That's pretty easy. A la carte section, you can just like do a control click and add everything to your price sheet if you want. If you just, it's gonna section the it's gonna section the a la carte section here according to the categories that Richmond has categorized right here for your customer and for you to make everything easy to find. So, and then I can add everything to it here. I do suggest an a la carte. Not to sell these little prints by themselves, just like on your paper order form, make them in packs of 2. That really helps with your minimum order value. We don't see a lot of tiny, tiny orders in PhotoDay, but I think that's also attributed to us, you know, suggesting that you don't do that. Tom, your question is, are you sending the high-res downloads through this? Yes, the downloads are direct delivery. It comes in on their order receipt. Once they place the order, and they are stated as non-refundable once they buy a download. So Karen, your question, how are we charged? We have the Richmond cost and what for PhotoDay? Great question. So you're charged, yes. So when your customer makes a transaction, we account for whatever items they bought for Richmond plus the shipping, and we send that over to Richmond. The PhotoDay fee is 10% of your sale before tax and shipping. So it's very important to note that we do not charge as a transaction fee. It's only on the cost of the product. So if you're selling a product for $10, the fee is $1. So we are directly tied to your success here. And then of course we collect applicable sales tax according to the delivery destination postal code. That is then dispersed directly to you into your account, and then we give you those reports so you can report that every month, is how that works right now. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and save this because I just added a whole lot of every single product Richmond has to offer in PhotoDay to my price sheet. I didn't adjust all the quantities either, but I wanted to show you guys what that looks like here when I get through this. Okay, cool. So now my markup is still set to 100%. As you can see, I can go down here and I can start pricing my products accordingly on how much I want to sell them. So it's a pretty easy process. You can just like flip down the price sheet one by one. Now, if you make a mistake at any time, say you attach this price sheet to a gallery, it's live, and you forgot to change the price on 3x5s and you're like having a heart attack, or you want to like change it, all you got to do is come in here and say this price sheet's attached to the gallery, and you just update the price here and it's live. Like if somebody's got it in their cart and they haven't checked out yet, it'll force empty their cart and they got to add it again at the right price. So we got you guys protected, especially you late nighters doing price sheets and work at 2 in the morning. So we got your back there to help you correct those mistakes quickly. It's one of the reasons like I loved getting away from paper forms, is because if I made a typo or a mistake, whew, it was easy to get it fixed online. But in the paper form days, that was a whole lot of whiteout or black Sharpie markers crossed out on the form. Who can fill me on that? Anyone? Anyone fill me on that here? So, but yeah, I'm not going to sit here and price all of them out, but I just wanted to show you how that works as we go down and start processing here. So Karen, your question, I usually process one large order and ship to the school who distributes to the individual. Can you do a batch order? The answer is not yet. So we are integrating bulk shipping, and there will be a bulk shipping method that you can do with PhotoDay. And they will have the choice of either doing the free ship that's bulk back to the school at a delayed date, or you'll be able to give them the option to ship it to themselves sooner if they don't want to wait. So yes, that will be an option coming very, very soon to Richmond and PhotoDay. And Carlos, yes, the shipping for each order starts at $4.95. If they place a bigger order, it does drop. You can see here on the rate. It is a flat rate here. So when the cost of the products, lab products, is $10.01 or more, the shipping drops to $3.50, as Dave just stated here. That's automatic. That's really helpful if you're doing a free shipping promotion. Just set the order minimum. Like the order has to be at least $50. You know your lab products are going to at least add up to $10, and that promotion's only going to cost you $3.50. So that's easier to budget for in your pricing, so it's not eating away at your profit. And guys, if you've never sold online before, I can't stress it enough. Like using incentives and codes like free shippings and things like that, that is an integral piece of being successful at selling online. So you got to budget for it. You got to figure it out. And we have all the resources to help you do it. We actually have a really great blog post on creating offers at work. And then we have other resources. We did a how to transition online webinar that goes through a lot of the actual marketing strategy per job that I highly suggest watching in your academy section as well. So, and we have a blog post. If you're a reader and not a watcher, you can do that too. You can watch the blog post or read the blog post. You're more than welcome to do that. So once I have that price sheet set up, I'm going to pretend I priced all my products. I'm going to go ahead and hit the little brief. Oh, you know what? I can't do that yet because I got to come over here and go back out to my jobs. Go back in here and go up to my storefront and then products. And now I'll be able to select my price sheet. Once I select my price sheet here, it's going to bring up all the themes available from Richmond that they have to offer. So a video or image of what the customer sees on the app or storefront. Tom, yes, I'm going to show you that here as soon as I get through uploading these photos and publish it. And then I'm going to show you what the customer sees. So this is a baseball gallery. I'm going to select baseball. But if there's softball kids in here too, I'm going to select softball. And what that's going to do, it's going to display all the different designs that Richmond is offering for those two different categories to your customer. So they're going to be able to swipe and create their own memory mate based on those designs. Now, just if you guys are on the edge of your seats and going, oh, but I create my own memory mates, don't worry. We are adding custom themes to this. There's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff to learn here. But just know that the logos and the custom themes, they're close, they're coming. So I can just tell you that we've been doing this for 2 years now. We've listened to a lot of your feedback. We know how important that is, and it is coming. It's very close to being finalized, and I've even seen it work in action. So you guys are good. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this gallery. And now it's time to spread the word. I haven't had picture day yet. I wanna start selling this gallery. Everything's ready to go. I'm gonna go over here to the marketing section. But I also want to show you guys, we have two different marketing sections really. So we have this section which creates an automatic flyer. We're just going to call this our AP flyer. I'm going to send this one out before picture day. I can make it look pretty. I can put like a sample image on it if I want. Maybe if I did this league the year before or something. Or I can design something in Photoshop here, put my studio information on it. Whatever I want to say to make this look pretty. Tom, rough ETA is probably for Richmond sometime this fall. So that's about as rough as I can give you. So hopefully that works. Let's see, well, we'll say sometime this year. If I say sometime this fall, our product team might kill me. So sorry about that. So sometime this year. All right, cool. So here's where the team image goes. And then over here, you can change any of this text, or you can leave our lingo on here. If you have multiple picture days, you can just hide the date, maybe type it up here instead. And then of course, this is going to give them instructions how to get to the gallery. So text access code to 90738, or they can visit here and enter that access code. And we have a step-by-step guide. It's going to show them if they buy an advance pay credit, they're going to get free shipping on orders 35 or more. That will automatically be applied to their cart. If they purchase that advance pay credit, it'll have your logo down here from where I showed you in the beginning to upload your logo, and it'll have your information down here and your website down here. So everything's going to be here for you. And I'm going to create this flyer and save it so I can show you the different sharing options. Now, we are in the process of overhauling these flyers. They're going to look a whole lot prettier very soon, and they're going to have some even more exciting functions that we're excited to add to the flyer feature. So hopefully I didn't stall out on you guys, because my internet might be crapping out right now. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Sorry about that. Oh, it looks like it went. Maybe I just got a little slow bug here. Okay, so over here, I can download that flyer as a PDF, or I can print it. If I select email, this is where handy dandy links to that organization contact here with their email automatically. And we have over here like just kind of a pre-written email that talks to them, that kind of pump up your contact, all about Picture Day with PhotoDay and you guys. That's all here for you. And then you can select your, put your subject in here and send the email out. And you can modify this. You can take this, put it in your own CRM or your own email application. We just have this here as a shortcut for you guys. You can also turn that flyer into a direct URL link. As you notice, it made its own little URL link here, has all the information on it for them. And that link can be sent out if your contact, your school or your organization uses like a Remind app or something like that. And they can just click to get information about Picture Day. So you can do that as well. So we have all different kinds of communication. Now, if you wanted to get really fancy, which you guys are all photographers, so I know you're into getting fancy here. You can come over to our resources section, and then we have a marketing kit. Now the marketing kit has banner templates, poster templates, reminder cards, and social graphics, all about Picture Day. And these are all Photoshop files, or PDFs. You can download the Photoshop files, you can change the colors, put your logo on it, but hopefully we took most of the hard work out, which is, what am I gonna say about Picture Day, right, with PhotoDay? So all the text is there for you, but you can just customize it and brand it to yourself. And you can change the sizes of things. If you wanted to make, yard signs or something to stick out at your event, you can take whatever format works best to talk to people about Picture Day. So we try to make that as easy as possible. And of course, we have these cool social graphics as well. Now, in our sales kit here, if you're new to selling online and you want to talk to your organizations about how Picture Day is going to work moving forward, we have a couple resources in here that you can download, rebrand for yourself, or add your own personal intro or outro, and then upload it to your own YouTube channel to share the link. You're more than welcome to do that. We have a new Picture Day video. It's like a contactless Picture Day video here. Shows them that, the text messaging, the facial recognition, all the cool parts of PhotoDay. We also have a powered by PhotoDay video. It's a 49-second short video, and it basically goes over the 5 key selling points of bringing your business online. No more paper forms, see before they buy, pick their own packages and poses, customize gifts, and track to your doorstep. This is also a Photoshop file. So you can download this, make it your own, make it look cool with your studio and your studio branding only. So, and then of course we have a how-to in-depth PhotoDay video here. It's a little over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes there. And that'll walk them through the process for your support resources if people are getting stuck or they're just not familiar. But, thanks to COVID, not only did it, kind of really hurt our industry, but it also made our customers a lot more tech savvy. If they needed to get their supplies, they had to order online in a lot of cases, and everyone had to learn to do it. So that, gave us, a little bit of a favor moving forward. So you know, gotta look at the bright side too. We also have a support section in here. It goes through everything you need to do, everything I've talked about. We have little step-by-step guides of setting up with PhotoDay, selling before your picture day. Make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's on all the things you need to make sure your buy rates are where they need to be. We have a complete user's guide of the breakdown of PhotoDay. So this is ins and outs of every section of PhotoDay you can learn about at your own pace here. So those are some key important things, but back to the job because I am going to upload some photos. All right, picture day happened. Everyone's opted in. Actually, I'm going to check and see if anyone's opted in. Here's my insights here. No, nobody's opted in yet, but I'm going to opt in so I can show you guys what it looks like. I got a text as baseball 2020 demo to 90738 so I can see my pictures. Let's see. Baseball 2020 demo. I'm going to text the code right now. Galleries in advance pay. It's prompting me to get free shipping and purchase for my Little League here. And now, oh, let me go back here. Guide. Let me close this window out and this window before I get too lost on all these windows. But at the end of my day, I have tabs all the way across my screen. It's ridiculous. Anybody else? Let's see here. I'm going to go into my insights, go over to my customers, and look, I can see where I just texted in that code. Obviously, I didn't buy anything yet. I just text the code. Karen, how is our account set up to do this? Basically, all you have to do is sign up for PhotoDay on our website, and then it connects, and then you're able to set up and go. It's really that easy. Hopefully that answers that question. Okay, cool. So let's see, what else do we got? Oh, thanks, Dave. Thanks for chiming in. You had a more in-depth answer there for me. So yeah, so you'll be able to see really quick if your contact has passed out your information, right? Or if people are actually opening it, because you can go and check in your insights at any time and you can see if anyone's clicked a link. So let's see, if I click the link here to look at advance pay, I wonder if this works back and forth. Oops, let me open this here. Let me do baseball. Oh, what was my access code again? Baseball 2020 demo ad. Get started. And if I refresh this, it should show me that I did click the link and look at the gallery. It's in advanced pay mode. So now if I do that over here, baseball, I'm on the desktop, obviously, but I was doing that for my mobile device to text the link in. So I'm going to do baseball 2020, oops, demo here. You see, this is where we attach, this is what your customer is going to see. So it's going to explain advance pay. It's like giving a gift card. You get a text message when it's time to view your photos, and your advance pay gift card will automatically be applied to your purchase. And if you do this, you'll get your special offer. We attach the free shipping on orders for 35 or more, and the offer code will be sent through the email and will automatically be applied at checkout. So I'm going to go ahead and buy my credit. So that's what the little credits look like. And it'll have your studio logo here if you upload it in the beginning where I showed you. So the gift cards will look like they're for your studio. So, okay, back to, let me close out some of these tabs. Close out some of these tabs. All right, back to over here in my gallery. So I executed picture day. Everyone bought an advance pay credit. I'm all like pumped up and excited. And now it's ready to upload my photos so I can share. Now, PhotoDay does a couple things with file organization. Our shiny thing, if you guys do not know already, is Face Find. And Face Find allows people to use a picture to find a picture in the gallery. Face Find is used on the front end in group and public galleries. However, you can toggle it on and off and just allow them to search by tags or view all photos. Tags is like a folder structure. So if I had some kind of post-processing and I uploaded, you know, a league folder with all the team folders inside of it, and I took that top level folder and put it in PhotoDay, all those team folders will translate in the tags, so I don't have to do it manually. We also use Lightroom keywords and translate those in the tags. So if we detect that your images were processed in Lightroom and have keywords, we're gonna say, hey, do you wanna use your keywords as tags? And then it'll automatically translate those as tags. Or you can tag within PhotoDay's gallery management tool here. So here, for sake of speed, I'm just going to upload a couple images. Let's see, here, open. And those images are going to upload to PhotoDay. Now, two things are happening here. They are uploading, and if they're in a folder structure, we're translating in those in the tags. And then also, if it's running face find on all the images you're uploading. So it's building like a data set for every face it finds. That way, when a customer goes to use face find, it's really, really fast. It's almost instantaneously because we've already built that data, made a little data map of their face, and then it's going to match the data map that it makes when they upload an image, and instantly display all their images where it finds a face in their image. It is about, right now, it is 95, the confidence score is about 95%. It's really, really good and accurate. And what that means is that it has to be 95% sure that that is that person before it displays it for them. So the confidence score is really high. When you have identical twins or something like that, if they don't have enough differentiators, yes, it might display both, but same parents buying all the images anyway, so I wouldn't be super concerned in that aspect, but it does work very, very well. So over here, I want to take these team images, and I don't want people to be able to download those and buy downloads on my team. So I can do that by disabling downloads there. There'll be a little red cloud icon, or I can click on it here. I also want to take these images, and since I didn't manage them ahead of time, I want to tag them team. Well, what are they? Dodgers? I can't tell. Oops, I can't type. Sorry, guys. Create Dodgers tag, update. Well, maybe I want to take all of them and put them in that Dodgers tag. So I can take these files here. I just kind of wanted to show you some functionality and drag them all in to the Dodgers tag. And then of course, as you have more teams, you'll have more tags, and that's really easy for parents to search. So yes, Karen, I'm going to show you that right now. So now I got all my images organized. I'm ready to go. Well, let me just make one more tag so you can see what this looks like. I'm just going to tag these two as team. Create team, update, just kind of give you an idea of the organization. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and publish my gallery. And when I publish my gallery, everyone that is texted in, everyone that has bought an advance pay credit, they're going to get a text message saying now it's your gallery's on sale, go buy them, right? Also, what I want to tell you about here is if it's the middle of the night and you just finished editing and you're all excited, you don't have to publish it right now. We have a publish later feature. I should have showed you that before I published, but it'll say publish later, and then you can schedule it for the next day. So you don't text everyone at like 2 a.m. So you can do a publish later as well. So now this gallery is ready to view. So I'm going to go back to my galleries.photoday.io here. Go back out here. And it's going to save here because I'm logged into my account. But I'm going to go ahead and enter the gallery. It's going to present me with 3 different search options to find my images. Now, you can control these search options here. This is the customer gallery I'm showing you, right? You can control the search options that appear here under settings. So if you have a really big gallery and you don't want them to view all photos, you can turn that off and just force them to use either face finder tags. So that's what I suggest on big galleries, because you might have people scrolling for days and you don't want to do that. Now the changes are live. So as soon as they revisit that link or the galleries get there again, you'll see how it removes the view all photos. When they hit the contact studio within their app, it's going to be your information that appears here. If you guys get stuck or need help support at any time, we are down here in the bubble. If you don't feel comfortable supporting your customer, that is totally fine with us. Just send it over to our team. And we are right here in the bubble. You can also use the email address support@photoday.io, and that'll go to our team as well. And we will help you guys out to get through. So let's go back over here. I'm going to go into tags since I don't have this kid in front of me. Let me just go to my team. And then I'm going to shop on this image. And then Karen, I will show you how this works. So over here, I'm going to go to buy my large family package. Oh man, I was testing earlier. Let me remove this thing from my cart. Sorry about that. All right. Oh boy. Oh, I'm in the wrong gallery. Sorry, I was testing earlier. Ignore me. I'm going back to the right gallery. So over here under tags, go into my, pretend I'm the customer, go into my team, found my kid. I'm gonna hit buy, and then I'm gonna come over here and do, I'll do the large family package so I can show you that, what that looks like. So it's gonna bring up all the items that I had put in that package in advance, and then I can scroll down the list. I can zoom in and out as a parent if I wanted to. If I wanted to rotate in the product and I want like a horizontal image, I can do that as well. But I wanted to show you guys. This is very similar on the phone. It's a pinch to zoom. So it's very similar to when they're uploading to Instagram or Facebook and they're doing some photo editing. Now, if they want to change the image and like say this one, they want to put their team image in, they can select that photo. The cool part about PhotoDay is when they're in the cart here and they're shopping and changing images, when they do that and they hit change image, it actually runs face find again and it finds that kid's photos for them. So it only presents them with pictures where their kid is actually in it in the cart. So it's like really smart like that. It's always keeping their images out in front of them. So I think that's really cool. So it's going to go through here. They're going to crop how they want and confirm all the way down. When they get to the memory mate, they're going to see the options that we had uploaded here. So I'm going to select the baseball memory mate and I'm going to put my photo in here. Select photo. And then that's my group. I'm going to confirm my crop after I straighten it out. And the cool thing, it's not live with Richmond yet, but it's what's coming here is there'll eventually be a preview here at the end, and they'll see everything all together, all the way at the end of when they're building their memory mate. So just wanted to show that to you. But that's the one thing that's not here with Richmond yet is the live preview, but don't worry guys, it is coming very soon. And they get all the way to the end of their cart. The package is in their cart and then they can view that and then they can check out. Now, once they check out, it's gonna show them what their shipping rate is, if they have a coupon code or if they, yeah, Bruce, those are your images. I was just testing your gallery before we jumped on here, so that's why they were good looking images. But yeah, I think what my code was free ship 10, right? I think that's what it was. No, look, this is me not knowing what the code is I just made. I wanted to show you what that looked like. Ship free 10. I just got a little crazy on there. So yeah, ship free 10, apply. All right, cool. So you see how that goes because it's offer on $35 or more. Now, when they enter in, it's not going to work on overnight or expedited shipping either. So yeah. So over here under delivery, once you put the address in here and hit next, it's going to verify and add the tax rate that's applicable here. And then obviously they go through the payment. If they're on a mobile device, we are compatible with Google Pay and Apple Pay. So in some cases, they won't even have to pull out their credit card. I mean, how many of you guys shop in bed at night and then you get to the end of whatever you thought you were buying and you got to get up and go get your credit card? So that makes it even more frictionless for the customer. I love the Apple Pay, Google Pay thing, especially when we're using text marketing on their mobile device to continuously drive them back to the cart. So that gives you guys a pretty good overview. Now, I want to show you what the orders look like when they come in. So these orders, when they come in and I click on one, it's going to show you the customer information that was entered, the email address, the phone number, all the items that were ordered. It previews how it was cropped as well. It also will tell you here if they use the discount code, if there's advance pay applied. It's really cool when you're searching. You can just type in a name here and it'll pull up all the people with that name. So just quickly for customer service reasons, just searching through your orders to find what you need to get to. It's very, very fast, which is really awesome. Within the job itself, as orders start to roll in your insight section, you'll be able to do a couple different things here. You'll be able to download the CSV of all of your customers that have opted in or created PhotoDay accounts in the gallery. So you have that information to maybe import into your MailChimp if you're doing cross promotions for different areas of your studio, We do give you all of that information here in the individual job, as well as being able to query it from the reports here. So you can query by job, and that'll also have the customer's email address as well. So a lot of cool things going on here. We're trying to make this as versatile as possible. Now, I am at 1 hour and 9 minutes. Let me see if you guys got more questions. Do you want to stick on? And I guess my biggest question is, do you want me, or does anyone here want to see a demo of PhotoDay Capture? Because I can totally keep going for a little bit and show you private galleries and Capture. It's up to you. So if you want to stick on, say yes, or, well, I get a little bit of time to do that. So let's see, $5. Karen, let me see what you said. So we are uploading just what we want to sell, and you're providing a fair amount of background. They can crop either way. Oh, okay, Dave, you got that one handled, so I'm good. All right, cool. All right, cool. You want to stay for more info? All right, we're going to stay for more information. And I'm going to shut my camera off because I just need to sip some water because I've been talking for 1 hour. All right, so I'm going to show you guys private galleries. This one's a cool demo, so I'm going to show you this right now. It won't take as long because we don't have to do all the other price sheets and taxes and stuff like that. So I'm going to set up a private gallery. I'm going to use like a sample. I'm not going to put a logo on here right now. So this is going to be a sample school job, and I'm going to call it Bright Promises. And I'm going to select this is an elementary school. I'm going to link to, I'm just going to link an organization. Customizable text option. Let's see. Most items with graphic templates have customizable. You can add their own text. No, you can't. There's no way to charge for customization of text on your templates in PhotoDay at this time, Karen. So sorry about that. Okay, so picture day date. I'm just gonna select a date out in advance and put 20 people. Keep it here. So this is going to be my private gallery, and I want to show you how this works. So private gallery, it's not going to have a main access code. Everyone's going to get their own private code with the way we have this set up as of today. And then you set up your storefront in a very similar way and things like that. Karen, they are able to add text to a photo. It depends on the product. So let me just show you that real quick. So if you have a product that requires text, like a trading card, for an example. If I go into the graphic luster prints, maybe the 5x7 print does require text. I go ahead and will select my image for that, and then the parent will have the option to add text to that photo. That one has a text node for team name, so they can type in their team name on that photo. So I hope that answers your question. Now, if it's just a plain 8x10, no, they can't add a text bar to a plain 8x10 because that's just meant to be just an 8x10 with the way that works today. That would have to be a separate product within PhotoDay for them to be able to add a line of text like this graphic print luster vertical. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, and then over here, we're in the private gallery job. So back over here. So I set up the gallery access. I'm going to set up my storefront here. I'm just going to attach the same advanced pay stuff that I made to get this going because I want to show you what Capture looks like. So over here, now this is where we get crazy with people data. So if you've done private galleries in the past, you know that people data is important, especially if you don't want to be collecting it the day of or after, to get it in advance. So that is going to cut you a lot of time, but it is not required. It's not required for you to have that data in advance to start your job. You can enter it as you go, like on site in the PhotoDay Capture app, or you can enter it at any time afterwards, but you need it to create a record for each one of the people that you're photographing so they have their own little code. So it is important. So in the private gallery aspect. So over here, I'm going to add people data that I've already arranged. So I'm going to go into this Excel sheet that I made just to show you an example. And over here, I have a sheet that has a student ID on it, and I just made them all the same for sake of, I probably got to fix that. I thought it would do numerical. I'm just going to delete them. All right, so you have your student ID, you have your first name, last name, teacher name, grade. email address, mobile number, whatever you have in your data. We have all these different other things you can map to it. But you have your sheet that you want to make sure it's formatted correctly before you go ahead and import that into PhotoDay. But once you do that, it's going to create records for each person. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that file that I already prepped to my downloads here. Open. And it's going to map everything here. It's going to detect it. It's going to map. This is something you guys should probably be used to by now if you're doing private galleries. And you can go ahead and map. Oh, that was my fault. Let me just let me do a new data file because I have that same student ID for everybody. Sorry. Let me just get rid of that column and this column in general, so I don't have to do that. I don't feel like typing that right now. All right. Oh, stop it. File, download, CSV. All right. And then go back in here, upload. Here, I'm gonna upload you. Gonna map everything. Everything looks like it's detecting, and I'm gonna go ahead and map. It's gonna prompt me to download the PhotoDay Capture app. Yes, in this one, Karen, each person would have their own code and they're only going to be able to access their own photos in the private gallery. So how this works is that once you map all your data, you'll want to launch the Capture app on your device. So I'm gonna get a little crazy here because I'm gonna show you my device side by side with the screen. So I got to rearrange my monitor here. So excuse me 1 second while I do that. So let's see, turn off screen share, turn back on screen share. Give me 1 second because I want to show you a live demo of this part because it is very fun. All right, screen share back on. We're going to show you this screen now. I'm going to have my chat box up on this other monitor. I'm used to looking the other way. Would you then have a second code for school group pictures? No, I'll show you. The groups sort automatically into their individual photos according to FaceFind. That's one of the beautiful things about PhotoDay and how it works using FaceFind. So I'm going to go ahead and AirPlay my phone here. So give me 1 second. Screen mirror. Uh-oh. Sorry, give me 1 more second. I gotta launch my, a little bit more technical. Give me 1 second. Well, I don't want you, Siri. I want my launch pad. And I want, where'd this go? Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. One, 5, 5, oh. So, all right. I'm getting this going for you guys. Hold on. Gonna screen mirror. I got this fancy new technology yesterday. So, sorry in advance. Got to get to my PhotoDay Capture app. All right, cool. So this is a PhotoDay Capture app. And I'm going to refresh it. And then my school that you guys can still hear me, right? And see my screen? Just want to make sure everything's good. Let me know. All right, so this is my PhotoDay Capture app. And I'm pulling up alongside of the gallery. So when I go into this Bright Promises gallery, I see all the same data that is here on the app. Now, as long as I launch my PhotoDay Capture app before I have no Wi-Fi, it's going to connect and all that data is going to be here in my app because it does work offline. Right now I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so obviously you see all this data. And this is where the cool part begins. This is where on Picture Day, you can filter your list of people that you're checking in by any of the data columns that you have. So they're bringing them to you by teacher. You can just filter the list by teacher, hit filter, and it'll bring only those students up that are in that teacher's class. So you can make it really easy, and you can even hand your you can even hand your device right to the teacher to snap the reference photos for you. And how that works is I'll go ahead and bring up the first one because Meg's standing in front of me. And since I don't have her here in front of me right now, I'm going to go ahead and open up this little gallery of sample images. And I'm just going to pretend, we'll just say, I'm going to pretend that this is her in front of me here. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of her. And then it's going to check her in. And then when I go to the next person, I'm going to do the same thing. So my next person is going to come up, and that's going to be Maya. And I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of her. Now, you don't have to put an iPad or a device like all up in like their faces. You can actually zoom in and out. So we'll just say this is Oliver here. If I don't want to get too close to him, he's standing in front of me, I can pinch and zoom in my capture app, and I can just take a picture of his face. Now, what you just did is you used Face Find on the back end, not in the front end to the customer, on the back end, and you then use that as a barcode. So so if you think about the barcode world of things, so any picture, any photo that you upload that has his face in it, it's going to group under his access code for him. So it's only going to go in there. So you don't have to worry about sibling photos and team photos and group shots and class photos. Like, it's going to categorize all that for you. All you need is the reference photo of that one kid. So I'm going to go ahead in here and show you how that matching works. So as you can see, since I am synced and I am live, it is uploading the data immediately to the PhotoDay cloud. At any time on your device, you can go and see who you've checked in here. You can also add new people. So if somebody shows up and they weren't in your data before, you can go ahead and add them on the fly. You can also take your people, and if they're not here that day, you can just mark them absent. That way you have a really nice list to export when you get back of all the students that you didn't take. So we know who needs to go to retake day. So all that stuff happens right here within the app itself on the Capture app. And again, you can use this on any tablet, any device that has a camera, and you can assign it to multiple users. This is all part of PhotoDay. So I want to go in here. I'm going to get rid of my Capture app now for sake of time, because I just wanted to show you how this works. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload some files now that I have some pictures, so I can show you how the magic works. So once picture day is over and you want to go ahead and upload those images here to see how well it will marry those images together. Let's see, we have some Alyssa's. I'm going to just take some of her, and then maybe some, who else did I put in here? These people, some of these people, and then I'm just going to upload these files so I can show you what it looks like and how it matches. So then when you upload all your different photos in the private gallery, what it's going to do, like the same thing in the group gallery, it's going to run Face Find, and it's going to match. It's going to start matching them according to the data. If they have a reference photo or not, it's going to find them and it's going to move them over. So this takes a little bit of time because it's doing some heavy lifting for you and matching photos. But once you get through that to the gallery, you'll see it start matching to anyone who has a reference photo. So it already matched Meg, found 6 files with her, and matched Colin, and matched one of Maya. So over here, you can see how when you go in here, it found her face in all these photos, and it just kind of put her all together. Now, if I had group photos or something, or class photos, it would put her into there as well. And it continuously works as you continuously add photos to this gallery. It's going to always bookmark that reference photo, and then as soon as you dump more images, it'll keep categorizing them for you into their own private gallery. That is the really magical part about PhotoDay Capture and Face Find, using it as a tool to organize your photos and your files. So it's actually really cool. So let's see. Anyone have any questions on PhotoDay Capture? I just wanted to show you how that worked, and maybe that'll expand some abilities, and you guys can get brave and test it out for yourself. I didn't want to go too much longer. I just wanted to screen share there. Anyone have any more questions for me on that? So if not, I am going to go into, well, let's see. If you guys made it this far and you've been all the way to the end here, I just wanted to clearly put up what the costs are of PhotoDay. And you guys just saw everything that we had to offer. Oh, I see some more chat messages. Sorry, I have like 2 screens going on and so many windows. Let's see, they mistype, how is that 100 days? Where people might zoom in too much and something gets cut off. I had to learn. Yeah, they're gonna see a live preview of their crop when they're adding their images to the different products. We show the aspect ratio, we show the crop. But other than that, we work closely with Richmond, just like Dave said, and if they catch it, they'll fix it. If they have a question, they'll reach out to us, and we'll reach out to you, and we can figure that out. Especially when you get into like putting composited graphics and things like that. We understand, we look at those orders. This is a premium service. Guys, we are all about experience for not just your customer, but for you and for our lab partners as well. So we're trying to make the best experience possible. So thank you guys. I went 25 minutes over today, but I really hope you liked the demo and learned a lot. And if you don't have any more questions for me, then you will get a replay link on this whole thing tomorrow, and you can scrub through it if you want. If you have questions, you can send them into support@photoday.io, and myself or one of my team members, Stephanie and Stevie, will be able to reach back out and help you guys. If you wanted to set up a personal demo one-on-one and maybe you didn't want to ask questions here, feel free to reach out. My email is lisa@photoday.io, or you can use support@photoday.io, and we will be happy to help you guys any way we can to make sure that you are successful with transitioning your business online. That is our #1 goal here. That's our business model. We are directly tied to your success. So thanks, Mike, and thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks, Karen, for all the questions, and that's great. Made me feel like I'm not so alone. So thank you, guys. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week.